Hey everyone. I wanted to have a quick chat about the balance I'm going to do today. It's going to be for me, but I know that many people will be in a very similar situation because fear is just so rife around the world at the moment. And regardless of what's going on, we're seeing different countries doing different things. Everyone's wondering, well, when's that going to come to my country? Here in Australia, we've got some total nutso crazy things going on. We've got redefining of definitions going on. Like Macron said last week or the week before that you're not a citizen if you haven't, it's and if you look up the definition of citizen, it's not quite what it means. But all these leaders out there in the world are doing this mesmerizing hypnosis of creating fear and creating this disempowerment with the average person who is simply looking at things and choosing. And don't forget, we've got a new earth coming, so we have to sort of remember that this awakening is simple. Like 2 years ago, I had never heard about many of the things that I now know lots about. So once you dig down some of these rabbit holes and you see it in the legislation, you see it in the government wording, you see it in the worldwide messaging, you see it in, senators and prime ministers and premiers speaking exactly what is being said in as the big global plans for the planet. And I've seen a lot of this, including people that hadn't even occurred to me who knew about this 20, 30 years ago. Like Joe Peterson, for example. He was one of my mum's heroes in the National Party here in Australia. And it's really interesting sort of looking forward. So I'd never heard of the Georgia Guidestones. I'd never heard of Agenda 21. I'd never heard of the World Economic Forum. I'd never heard of Agenda 2030. I'd never heard of all of these things. I didn't know about the origins of climate change. I didn't know about the Bilderberg group. These are things that were just totally beyond my knowledge a couple of years ago. And because I've done so many deep dives into things with documentation, you start looking at things going, well, that's pretty interesting. But bit by bit, you see yourself sitting in amongst all of this global stuff going on. But on the other hand, there's amazing stuff is happening. They're trying to shut down the people who are thinking outside the box. They're trying to shut down the spiritual people. They're trying to shut down body sovereignty. They're trying to shut down true speech. They're trying to shut down free speech. If you actually look up free speech, which I did yesterday, it was hilarious. It basically said people who don't believe in religion or something like that. So it wasn't quite that, but it was pretty interesting. I had a look and I thought, that's what people think free speech is about. Anyway, so mine is going to be about releasing the fear, moving forward, owning your truth, owning your freedom, owning your free speech, and we'll see what shows up with that. Okay, back soon.